Probably getting the pronunciation of this all wrong. Pokemon Legend Arceus. It's the game that's out this week. Probably out by the time I get this video edited and uploaded. Just want to briefly talk about it. I did think about trying to do a full review, but I don't really have enough hours to dedicate to complete the whole game to do a full review. So I'd rather just do a quick, first thoughts of the game. So I'm a good few hours into it. I'd say between 6 to 10 hours into the game. It does start off as quite a slow burner, but it does pick up its pace. One of the things I want to mention before going on is that it is a breath of fresh air for the franchise. It's like a soft reboot, so to speak. Mechanics that I've not seen featured in any Pokemon game before, but it's so inspired by the last mechanics. So if you knew how to play the old games, it's not that much different to adapt to how to play this game. Now, a lot of the earlier footage had people comparing the game to Breath of the Wild, but honestly it's nothing like Breath of the Wild. I'd say it's more like all kind of traditional sort of RPGs, or hell, even old MMORPGs. You know, where it's quite quest based. You get quests and activities to do, that sort of thing. So it's more instead of just going to beat gyms, beat the Elite Four. You've got these quests that the town gives you that you get from basically your job in the game. As you complete them, you catch your Pokemon in the wild as well. One mechanic I do just want to briefly talk about. Its catch mechanic. I'd say it's sort of inspired by Pokemon Go, like, you know, where you have to catch multiple Pokemon on Pokemon Go to get your points to evolve them. This is more so that's how you build your Pokedex. You have to basically catch, defeat, and other things to get the Pokemon and complete the Pokedex. Simply catching one of it won't fill in the Pokedex. But of course, that's because the game is set in the past and the Pokedex isn't like it. It's technology like it is in more modern era, like time set Pokemon games, if that makes sense. Now I do think that younger player of the games may struggle with this because it does make the game a little bit harder to play. Now I'm personally thinking of, like, I've got family members who are kids but have like learning difficulties, and I know they will struggle with this. I'm personally going to let them be playing my copy before they go out and get their own copy just so they can see if they can adapt to being able to use it. But I think for the older fans, like maybe teenagers going on the actual older people themselves, the teens being youngers, this is what they're looking for in a Pokemon game. Obviously it has returning features as well, so like obviously catching your Pokemon, your Pokedex, all that jazz. You can change your avatar in game by buying clothes. One of the bigger things in this game is the feature of craft building, but considering how that's like a mainstay of most games these days, it is a nice welcome because it means that you can craft your own like Pokeballs and potions and revives while you're out in the world in like the wild. Now it is fully 3D, so you can like turn the camera around. So like what the wild areas were like in Sword and Shield. I think this is done a lot better though, but that's just my opinion. You will see that quite a few people have been mentioning performance and graphics. Now, Pokemon has never been one to be pushing the boundaries on graphics. It's not meant to. It's supposed to be like stylized in a way, you know, that's friendly. It's a big brand for crying out loud. But I have noticed some poor performances myself. Mostly like when you see Pokemon popping in the distance, like you'll see like a bird Pokemon in the air flapping weirdly because it's not really rendered properly because it's not up close. Also, I've noticed the textures in the game aren't brilliant, but these are things that might be able to keep getting patched out as the game goes on. So I wouldn't see that as an issue itself. Now I have also been playing this in handheld mode for a little while. I think the game performs better in handheld mode because of its more compressed screen. You don't notice the texture issues as much. So yeah, it's just as enjoyable in handheld mode, if not more so. And I think that works better for the Pokemon as a franchise anyway, playing it in handheld, because that's what Pokemon was. Handheld games, Pocket Monsters. Now, my first impression of the game is that I do like it and I want to sink more hours into it. I might be able to do a full review once I have sunk more hours into it and I go that way, but this would be, like I said, just the first thoughts going in. So if you've got kids like, maybe even up to 7-year-old, maybe hold off getting there, let them watch a few people play it online first, or other family members, and get it from there. But other than that, if you're old enough to enjoy more RPG based elements, then yeah, go get the game. It is a must buy, and it is, like I said, a breath of fresh air. I personally have not enjoyed a Pokemon game to this level since X and Y came out, and now I know a lot of people don't like X and Y. I do.